Hi guys, it's Melissa from the Orchid Patio. I haven't even gone to the pergola yet, but today's video, I forgot to introduce. Today's video is going to be of my Orchid Society meeting. Now, sometimes I'm able to record the speaker and sometimes I just walk around and kind of show you what it's all about. I know, I feel like going in there right now. I'm a super happy camper because today's the last day before spring break. Yay! So I get to relax for a whole week. It is Thursday, March 19th? Yeah, March 19th. And today I want to show you what happened from last night. So what you're going to see now is we're going to do a little walkthrough and we're going to show you the auction because they always have a silent, not always, but they have a silent auction. And my Orchid Society is the Orchid Society of South Florida. So if you're in the area, they meet on the third Wednesday and it's a really, really cool location. It's in the Pinecrest Gardens. So it's great. And then they have speakers, they have raffles, they have, last night they had a silent auction from a lot of goodies from Carmela's Orchids from Hawaii. So it's always a great thing. So you're gonna see a walkthrough and see all the items for auction, and you're gonna see the table of awarded plants. And yes, I took my share of awarded plants. After I show you those snippets, then I'll talk to you a little bit about which orchids I took, which I ended up taking, and which ended up getting awarded, and a couple little things that I learned from the speaker. And by the way, the speaker was Lawrence. No, not Lawrence. Why did I say Lawrence? Olivier from Fort Lauderdale. So he also has a YouTube channel, so you can catch that. It's called the Orchid House from Fort Lauderdale. Okay, Florida Orchid House, that's what it is, Florida Orchid House. And he was really great, even though technical difficulties, his PowerPoint didn't come on. He taught us anyway all about trichocentrums. And yeah, stay tuned, this is gonna be fun. All right guys, so I'm in my society meeting and this is what we have for the raffle. You can't beat the prices, look at this. We have a smiley.
This is where those small $35 books. They're smaller orchids. That's the Maxillora. They come to my note and I was like, look at that note, yellow and strong too. That's water, that's how very little water. Filtered some. One thing I learned from orchids and all this is nice. That's a fragrant one.
I don't.
No. This is the one.
Yeah, but all these spots, I see them around. I don't know where it was. And I kind of feel like, yeah, she
Sorry.
Although it's not an envelope, but no, yeah, but you could probably straighten it. Yeah. You were so inspired. Yeah.
Don't talk about trichocentrums tonight, so maybe a show of hands who grows trichocentrums. Anybody? I mean, this is not. You do?
Not one.
You have one, okay. So anybody has never heard of trichocentrums? There's no shame in that. Okay, so I mean, trichocentrums used to be part of the Oncidium family. If you're familiar with orchids, you know that that's an annoying trend where they keep on renaming things, reclassifying, renaming, blah blah blah. So in the early days, when they gave the name and they said the genus, it was all about observation. Compare plants, where they came from, how they grew, and then what was very important is the structure of the flower, the structure of the lip. That's basically how.
All right, so now that you saw a little bit of a walkthrough, now if I think I need to insert some kind of dialogue, I'll go ahead and voice over. But I had such a hard time picking what to bring, and I want to quickly just show you what I brought and what I went home with ribbon wise, because as you guys know, oh my god, I am obsessed with taking my orchids to show and tell. That's what I call it. It's like an adult show and tell. So you know how when you're a kid, you're in pre-K, you're in kindergarten, and it's show and tell, and you get to bring something that you love. So I love show and tell, and then I come home with prizes. So let's do first things first. The first thing that I took that I wasn't planning on taking because it is just too big and bulky and obnoxiously, weirdly shaped was but it was awesome. So how can I not bring it? My Schomburgkia myrmecophila Memoria Louise Fuchs. So here she is. This is, oh my gosh, I almost knocked the whole spike off. This is the plant part of it. But she's not really heavy because she's just on this metal rod. And then she has the longest spike. And there you have her beautiful blooms. And they smell awesome because the weather it's good now. It's good now. 2 days ago I was complaining that it's cold. Today is 80. That's I don't want to say cool because the northerners will be like, but it's not bad. Totally, I mean, I'm wearing jeans. It's not like I'm sweating. It's perfect. So this is my Louise Fuchs. I'll walk over here so you can see the blooms. So she won first place last night. And really, really proud of her. I already dropped her ribbon. This is my ribbon for Louise Fuchs. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's my first one. Let me show you the next one because we're not going to be here forever. My next one also got a blue ribbon. So I'm collecting these now. I actually, I actually bought like a book so I can put all my ribbons in because they're really, really special to me. It shows me that I'm doing a good job, and the judge is a real AOS judge. So they are looking very carefully at the plants, at what they look like, you know, and it's pretty stringent. You know, there's a group of 3, I think, that look at our plants very carefully, look at it up in the computer, the name has to be correct, all those things. And she has to look like she's supposed to look. And they told me that this looks pretty spectacular because of the deep color. This is what she got. So I will put a picture. I will put a picture of everything together with their award side by side. Let's see, maybe I'll put this one right here for now. All right, what's next? And I also came home with a couple things because If you know, you know, but if you don't know, when you go to your Orchid Society, they have raffles. And they have, you know, sometimes there's plants to exchange or there's plants to buy. So there was an orchid that was there, let's see, from our speaker, from Olivier from Fort Lauderdale. And it's funny because when he starts his videos, he always says, hello, welcome to Orchid House. Wait, what is it? Welcome to Orchid House. I'm Olivier from Fort Lauderdale. So I went up to him. I'm like, hi, Olivier from Fort Lauderdale. He's like, who is this kooky person? But, you know, when I'm around the orchids, I get a little kooky. So the next one, and this one I kind of feel a little bit bad about because my friend also had a Schilleriana. My friend had a Schilleriana. This is my Schilleriana in her heart pot. This one is from HC Orchids. So I'm gonna have to let him know that his plant got a first place. So she smells terrific. She lost a couple of flowers on the way, which is annoying, but you it is what it is. It's not easy to take a bunch of plants in your car. It was raining last night. And it was also cool. But she won first place, and then my friend also had one, and hers was bigger. So it was funny, I was joking around and I said to her, my Schilleriana saw your Schilleriana. She wants me to put her back in the car. That's what I said to her. And she's like, oh no, yours is so pretty. And I'm like, well, yours is so big and you have more flowers, so you're definitely gonna win. We have the same exact plant. Well, she got second, I think, and I didn't understand it. And then the judge would explain it, that I have deeper colors. So I didn't know if you had two of the same plants, having a deeper color tone is what's gonna push it over to get the prize. I didn't know that, but I was very happy, but I also felt bad. I'm like, eesh, I'm sorry. I felt like I had to apologize. I'm sorry, mine is darker, I'm sorry, you know, but that's my Schilleriana, and I'm sorry, but I love these, and I can't wait for her to get big, and then I could even just like have her hanging, and oh my gosh, I have plans for this one. I have plans. So far, what do you think? Those are three blue ribbons, but there's more. So I'll show you my second place, which I was shocked because I honestly thought that the plant is so spectacular, the flower is so big, that I thought for sure if anyone gets first, it'd be this one, but it wasn't. This is from Whimsy, and unfortunately I had a flower that already fell for some reason. I think I just banged it or something, but this is a really special cross. I'll read it out to you. This is Cattleya warneri cerulean crossed with Cattleya Massiae Lawrenceana. And it's light purple in the center, if you can see. This one has gotten very, very big. When I took it back to Whimsy, if you know about Whimsy, fine. If you don't know, then I'm just gonna shh, because it's a big secret. You can Google him, but anyways, it's a big secret here in Miami, and if you know, you know, and if you know, you'll go, and I want to go again. Yeah. So anyways, this one is a half of her. This is a half, and the other half is about to bloom. So let's see how the other half does. This is, I think, the original, and I took it to him and I said, do I need to repot this? And a piece of her was like just flowing out of the pot, and he just took a one-bladed, what do you call that? A one-bladed knife blade thing? Oh my gosh. One blade, like Chadwick does. That he just has a little rectangular single blade, and he took a blade, sliced it, threw the blade away, and now I have two divisions, and he potted that one up, and he's like, oh, this one's fine in here and the other one's fine over there. So this one got me second place, and I don't know if it's because these buds weren't open yet. Maybe I should have waited, but if I wait for this one, then this one is not going to be there. That's the only thing. Sometimes plants do not cooperate to have the whole bloom show at the same time. So that one was a beautiful second place ribbon. Very happy about that. So I will take pictures of them later, probably tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow. I'm on spring break. Can you tell I'm ecstatic? Not that I don't love my job. I always feel like I have to, disclaimer, not like I don't love my job, but you know, sometimes teachers need a break. All right, this next one I didn't get to take. I was close. I took her in the car, and then I kind of, it was raining, and I left her in the car. but I should have taken her. So obviously she didn't get anything because she didn't step inside. She did not step inside. Okay, let me focus. And the other one, the Laodicea Adorable, I was gonna take that one too, but I just didn't have room. I thought she would have won something. Look at that flower. It's like more than flat. It's more than flat. This is from Pearl Smith. This is a beautiful flower. Beautiful growing plant, upright. I regret it. I regret it. And look, shadow, so she's gonna bloom even more. So maybe she'll bloom for next month and I can take her next month. Maybe. Ouch. I kicked the chair. I kicked the chair. I'm trying to go too fast. Okay, so now the other things that I walked in with, this whole basket. I walked in with this. So you can imagine everybody's face. I'm kind of feeling like they're like, there she is with a bazillion plants. I hope they're not. And if you're watching this, I know some of you watch from the society, let me know if you think it's too many plants. I have trouble deciding. I have lots of troubles deciding which ones I should bring. This one, this one won a blue. This one won a blue. She has 2 spikes. I didn't count how many flowers, but I think they were counting. And I have a picture. Oh, and a flower even fell. This is the Dendrobium palpebrae. And this is from Pam from Orchids in Bloom. Pam is having the rainbow show coming up. So I will put that announcement at the end of this video so you guys can check it out if you're in Miami, the 27th, 28th, 29th, I believe. It's down in Homestead in the Buddhist temple. You'll love it if you have, this is the second or the third. I'm drawing a blank. I think it's the second. Yeah, you need to go see that show. A lot of vendors, international as well. And it's just like a very serene place that even if you don't buy any orchids, you'll walk out of there like all relaxed and mushy gushy. It's awesome. So this one, this palpebrae, this Dendrobium won first. And so a lot of people were saying, how many firsts can there be? Well, it depends on the category. So now my strategy is try to bring a lot of different things. They had some other ones kind of sort of like they had aggregatums, but I didn't really see. You'll see in the video, you can see, you know, they were in between putting the ribbons. So you'll see if there was another one that won blue or whatever, but it depends on their individual category. Okay, so here is another one. This one, I just love her. I just took her because I loved her and she had 6 flowers because look how pretty. This is Cynthia Taylor. So this cross was actually, I bought it as a bag baby. Cynthia Taylor is Lawrenceana with Cattleya Caribbean. That is a beautiful cross. And she's pretty compact, you know, for, I think, pretty compact and neat. She grows very vertically and not too messy. And 6 beautiful flowers. And she does this every year. So scent-wise, very, very, very faint, very light. She got second. I'm proud of her either way. Pretty. Florida Orchid Society. Pew pew. All right. So, yeah, I think maybe after she blooms, it might be repotting time because she's been in here for 2. I gotta look back. It might be 3. Yeesh. Might be 3, and that's like, you know, kind of like the limit when you don't have like Orchiata, and I don't think Orchiata's in there because that's when I first started. And when I first started, it was like whatever I found in the Home Depot, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's not Orchiata. Orchiata will last longer. So last and final, I know some of you are like, you are such an exaggerator. Why would you take so much? I couldn't decide. And they were very welcoming of it. You know, I took 3 trips and they're like, more. Sorry, is this too much? So if you're watching from the society, feel free to tell me you're bringing too much. Limit yourself to 8. No, limit yourself to 3. But this one I had to, and I was surprised. I was surprised she got second. But you know what? There's a lot of Cattleyas there. And then when there's like a species, I think that when there's a species and then there's a hybrid, they kind of give it to the species, I think, even though they're in different categories. I don't know exactly how it goes, but that's what I've seen the pattern to be. There's always a lot of pink cats, so the odds of winning that is less, unless you have really something out of the ordinary. So this is a beautiful Williams drum beat, again with 3 beautiful blooms. This is beautiful, smells terrific. So this is a classic that I think anybody would be happy to have in their collection. Not hard to grow, very vigorous, grows kind of tall, and it's kind of on the bigger side. So if you are trying to save space, or if you grow indoors, I don't know if I'd recommend this to you, but beauty wise, fragrance wise, and award wise, it's a good thing. Second place for Williams drum beats, number 04. All right, let's see what else I got. Let's see what else I got. All right, so now I have a random, who belongs to this? I hope I didn't leave something in the car. I'm confused. Did I hang it somewhere? Hold on. It's not here, it's not there. I think I'll think of it. Guys, I don't even know who this belongs to. I need to write, maybe I can write on the back who won this for me. I'll figure it out. Anyways, so then from Mr. Olivier, see what happens? They're flying. I gotta put all my awards together. And this video is going to be kind of like the way I keep everything documented. Okay, so now I can just remove the award so they don't fly away. Where did that come from? Now I'm perplexed. Which orchid did that come from? Anyways, I don't want to waste any good time, but let's keep moving. So I got a couple orchids that I brought home. One of them came from Olivier, and I just had to because he's an excellent grower. Look at this. So this tag says Cattleya Whimsy cross. Cattleya Whimsy is the name, and it's a cross between Gutata and Velutina. So very cute. He added this so that you can see exactly what you're getting. Is this so me? This is so me. This reminds me of Schilleriana. It has the spots. It has a beautiful labellum. He says it has a good fragrance. He said the plant was 5 years old, blooms once a year in October. Cattleya Whimsy. So that's what I got from Mr. Olivier, and I'm very excited. I'm very happy with it. Yay! So that's one that I got. And then they had the silent auction, and with the silent auction, I don't know what happens to me, but I need to get on the ball because I put my name down and then I look away and I start socializing, and when I look back, auction is over, and then everything gets picked up and I'm like left kind of like, what's happening? What are the, I need to get on the silent auction game because I am not the best at this. If it's not one of those that you raise your hand and that kind, the silent one is so like, I need to get on it. I'm not good at this, but I will work on it. So let me show you what I got. And these two happen to be just the two that were left over. And I thought, well, you know what? They look so sad sitting there. Nobody picked them up. They look so sad. Got a couple little yellow leaves. So this one looks like a novelty type. And I know I said it, I'm not going to do novelies anymore, but I think I have found a way to keep my novelies happy, which is mounted. So I think if I mount these, and I'll probably mount it upside down. This came from Carmela. You can tell by the yellow tag. If you know, you know. This is Dendrobium Dream Ace. So I'm going to look it up because I really just grabbed it out of, the poor thing was sitting there by itself. But I'm going to leave it there on the table. And plus, I guess if you don't grab it till the end, you get a really good deal on it. So I got a really good deal. There's a couple yellow leaves. Look at the pretty flowers. I don't remember the price, to be quite honest. I don't remember. But I do know that I want to, when her blooms are done, I want to mount her somewhere where she'll be easy to care for. Yeah. And last but not least, only because the same thing, she was on the table and nobody picked her up. How sad. So I had to, because she was gonna get left behind, and I don't understand. This is a very highly sought after one. So I don't know, maybe somebody wants to buy this from me. I just got an idea. If somebody wants to buy this from me, tell me in the comments and we will talk about it. Because I already have her. And this one looks really healthy. This is from Carmela's Orchids. This is the black orchid. Maniarara Millennium Magic Witchcraft. So let me know. I might be willing to part with her only because I already have her, not because she's not awesome. Someone's knocking on my front door. So hold on one second. All right, guys. So I answered the door and now I'm back. But I did want to see if anybody's interested in this gorgeous Maniarara Millennium Magic Witchcraft. I am starting to understand the whole winter break situation. Wow, this one looks better than mine. This one looks better than mine. So when you start to see growth, and I learned this last night, you start to see growth, you want to wait until you have, I think it's 3 to 4 inches growth, and then you have, I don't know how long the roots should be. But you wait, and the longer you wait, the better your bloom show will be. If you water it too early, it doesn't have the need to grow more roots, hence not giving you more blooms. So I learned something of the sort last night. I still got to read up, and but the speaker was telling us that, see, this bulb is a water reserve, so you don't have to until you see it start to get wrinkly. And when it does start to get wrinkly, then you just give it a spritz and give it just a little bit of humidity, and then just hold off. This will teach you patience if you don't have patience. That's why I have my orchids in holy pots, so that I don't have to exhibit so much patience and I can just water like a crazy woman. So the next show coming up, guys, because I know we're all gonna make time for things we love, and we're gonna go to that rainbow show. That one's coming up not this weekend, but the next weekend. But this weekend coming up, if you're ready to go to a show, Ophi's is gonna have a show, and I know Miss Vicky's gonna be there, one of my favorites. And I know kind of the same vendors as was there last time. So you have Dan and Margie's with the awesome bandas, Sun Loving Macaras, and then you're gonna have Tom's Bonsai if you're into bonsai, and then you're gonna have Epic Nursery, which is new, and then you're gonna have, I forgot her name, Lee's Orchids and Things. Okay, I said Vicky. Did I say them all? I can't remember, but I will insert a picture of the flyer so you have all the names of the vendors, and I believe it's the same vendors as the last Ophi show that I filmed. So just look at that, or you can look at the flyer, or you can look at the Facebook of Carlos Cajis. He's Ophi's, Chris is Ophi's. So look there and let me know, because now I'm thinking I could sell this to one of you if you want it. And I could use it to buy something I don't have. See, everything works out. Everything works out. But I had to grab it because it was there, and it was almost like, you know, a puppy in the window. And I see her there and I'm like, what? This is a highly sought after black orchid that a lot of people, you know, have mentioned they wanted to get. This one has perfection of leaves. Beautiful 3 bulbs. And roots are starting to grow. Straight from Hawaii. Let me know. Make time for things you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I knew I had forgotten something. So this second place was won by this beautiful Moats hybrid. It's Moats Arabesque with Moats Primrose. 2 beautiful spikes. That one got second. And now I remember my last and final winner. So this is the other one I had forgotten. My Stanfordianum. That one was a big hit with these two big spikes that were branching. I almost lost half the spikes in the car ride, but that one got a first place. There you go. And it's funny because I just now bumped into, while I'm watering and trying to rearrange and put everything back, I just bumped into a comment that said, seems like you're recycling ribbons. And you know, I'm not gonna get upset at these comments. It's a-okay, you wanna doubt, but here's the thing. Everything is documented. Everything is in the website newsletters for the South Florida Orchid Society. So you can go there, see the pictures of what I've won since I started in July. If those of you that are doubting, you can go ahead and see the pictures and see what I've won. If you think that I'm somehow making it up, how strange. But anyways, I'm gonna leave you with a very positive, beautiful bloom. This is an anasmum, and they say that it smells like raspberry. I agree. Look at this flower. It's beautiful, and I have her here mounted. Very simply, I just took her out of the pot, mounted her, and this is how they work. They have these long canes. This is a dendrobium. This is where she bloomed last time. And then once this is done blooming, you're gonna see a new growth. And there it is already. Once this new growth grows, then it'll have leaves, and then it'll drop all the leaves, and then it'll bloom like this. So I'm starting to really understand anasmums, and novelty's a little bit better. But if you don't have one of these in your collection, get one. The tag that I have, oh my gosh, why is it so windy? It just says anasmum 4N. So usually 4N will tell you that it's a pretty large flower. It's a pretty gorgeous flower, actually. It's really pretty. So get yourself an anasmum if you don't have one, and stay positive. Make time for things you love.